SAB Sound Bites with Jason Miller. This is your go-to podcast for quick, insightful, and actionable business tips that will help you thrive in today's fast-paced world. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a startup founder, or a business professional looking to stay ahead of the curve, SAB Sound Bites delivers expert advice, real-world stories, and innovative strategies, all in bite-sized episodes that you can listen to on the go. Tune in each week as we dive into the latest trends, tools, and tactics that can elevate your business. Let's turn your big ideas into impactful results every soundbite. Ready to grow? Let's get started. Hey, are you looking to scale your business from 5 figures to 6 figures or 6 figures to 7 figures? If you are, I have the perfect thing for you. What I want you to do today is I want you to go download a book. This book is going to take you through my 3-pillar system. It's 100% free. All you have to do is go to growfast.cash. I say again, go to growfast.cash and you're going to be able to download my free international best-selling book, which is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. You can take that book. It's going to help you scale your business to the next level. Again, go download it. Be good, be brief, be gone. Growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. Enjoy. And today the topic of discussion is avoiding short-termism. Okay. Leaders face huge pressures to deliver results in the short term all the time, right? Now, let's talk about what a growth leader does. Growth leaders understand that reality. They don't sacrifice the long-term growth for the short-term gain. Okay. To help guard against those pressures, they make deliberate resource allocation decisions that position the business for future growth. As one of my friends, he's in the telecom industry, said he assigns 50% of the resources to the first year, 30% to the second year, and 20% to year 3. That means you don't keep falling off a cliff at the end of every year, and you build sustainable growth, long-term sustainable growth. This is the way you have to start thinking when you're in a small business to scale yourself up and be able to create more revenue for your company. Okay, growth leaders are also vigilant in keeping the organization from clawing back those resources. As so often happens among leaders in North America, 70% are more likely than their peers to protect or set aside money in the budget to fund growth initiatives, teams, and capabilities. One of the biggest mistakes I watch small businesses do all the time is they don't budget for growth in teams and capabilities. Those are 2 very key pieces to grow in your company, to not only grow your capital, but you have to also grow your capital money side and then your human capital side as well. Pros and cons of brick and mortar versus e-commerce. Okay. It's a very simple answer. And it just depends on where you are at in the life cycle, because an e-commerce business can be really difficult to scale because most of the time you're scaling advertising. So you're putting a lot of cost in there. Brick and mortar, that's foot traffic. But now you've got the expense of the building itself, potentially the dirt, electric, heat, all those different things. And now you're depending on traffic coming through the door. So each of them, the cost variants are probably actually pretty close in today's environment. It just depends on what's going to fulfill you when it comes to
the business model itself. So I would look at it from that viewpoint, not necessarily cost, and go from there.
All right. Do you have a balanced agenda in your business? Okay. So, 3 questions here. Number 1, how much time and money are you investing into the future and the future of your business? Okay. Number 2, how central are you to your company's reinvention? And number 3, what kind of ecosystem are you building, okay, for your business? Okay, let's dive into those real quick. How much time and money are you investing into the future? Are you investing R&D time, right? Are you putting money into, the future of your business by building new innovative things, ideas, so on and so forth? If you're not, you need to start doing that. Okay, number 2, how central are you to your company's reinvention? Does it depend on you for your company to be able to reinvent at times? Okay, are you the only one that can do that? If you are, you might want to think about that and how you're including your team in that process. Okay, number 3, what kind of ecosystem are you building in your company? Is your ecosystem dynamic? Does your ecosystem include strategic partnerships? Do you have the ability to allow your staff or your employees or partners to give input and feedback? Okay. I'm just scratching the surface here, hoping that this will at least activate your brain a little bit and get you to think about these 3 topics. Okay. We could deep dive into this for 20 minutes, but I just want you to take each 3 of these questions, answer them yourself, and deep dive into them for yourself. All right?
So how do you know if you are too over aggressive in a goal and you've stressed your staff out, right? Well, it'll become very transparent because you will easily start to identify that, productivity drops in a big way, because you've over pushed your staff with way too lofty goals. Here's a better idea. Instead of creating your goals in a vacuum, step back and ask your employees, hey, what do you think great targets and great goals should be for the company this year? And get their feedback. And once you get their feedback, you in turn should not create goals that are so, shoot for Mars type of shit, right? Create goals that at least maybe you shoot for the moon with it, but be satisfied if you land in your office.
Looking to grow your business beyond 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures plus? What I want you to do is go download this book. The title is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. It will help you grow your business past 5, 6, and 7 figure. Go download the book today, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and download the book for absolutely free.
So, hey, look, I want to talk about the first 3 most important steps to scaling the business and making sure you have these 3 things nailed down, locked tight. There's 8, I'll share 3 on this video. Number 1, a locked down solid acquisition process. Without customers, you don't have a business. So you have to make sure you got a good acquisition process that leads into number 2, which is a solid sales process. Make sure you have a good sales team that has good conversion rates for whatever you're selling. That sales process is so important. Then number 3, how we onboard the client to continue to make them a client over and over and over again. And we give them that red carpet treatment. That is so important. And that's just the rest of the customer journey onto fulfillment and then exit through the gift shop, right? So it's really important to have lockdown processes and procedures with those 3 things. And at some point I'll talk about the other 5 of them, but get those first 3 right and you're in good shape.
We're going to talk about, why bootstrapping
is not a good idea in business. Why you shouldn't bootstrap in your business, okay? And really, I look at this as really common sense. And there's two kind of key factors that I look at. You know, number one, wearing a badge of honor to bootstrap, there's nothing illustrious about that, right? Not at all, okay? When you try to bootstrap a business, it's a lot of pain, headache, and it sucks, okay? And I've done it in the past, and I won't do it anymore, period. Bootstrapping, so there's a couple of reasons why right there. Number two, the scaling process is way slower. Way slower. So I really look at people that start off bootstrapping as you're transitioning a hobby into a potential business, right? And most of the time, it never becomes an actual business. Do this instead. Do an initial seed round, go to everybody that you know, get the funding to launch the business correctly right up front. And then once you start creating enough cash flow, go into a Series A raise and raise enough money for that first 1 to 3 scale. And year 3, do a Series B raise and scale the company through year 5, and you will survive. Okay? Bootstrapping. Don't do it. All right?
We're going to discuss putting growth first and always keeping growth first. Okay? And when I mean putting growth first, I mean growth leadership. Okay? Growth leaders put growth at the top of every agenda, from board meetings to performance reviews, you name it. It's always going to be at the top of the agenda. As the president of a global consumer goods company once said, growth is priority number 1, 2, and 3. Okay. This disciplined focus on growth is reflected in a profound belief that growth is everywhere. The opportunity to outgrow peers can be found in every single industry. And this is pushing the bounds of the way you think and the way you lead and the way you grow every single day. This mindset is supported by research. Findings show that there is a growth capability gap of 20 to 46% between top and bottom performers. This indicates that growth is possible in any industry when growth leaders back up their faith with committed action. This is about daily action. Growth leaders take daily action every single day to get things done, and they live out on the edge constantly and innovate every day. Growth leaders also demonstrate this kind of commitment by constantly, they're always scouring for funds to invest in growth, because the whole point is to invest in growth in people, process, and the company itself. So growth leaders have a clear vision of where every incremental dollar they find should be invested. They know every penny is a soldier. That's what I always say. Every single penny is a soldier. And they actively manage that allocation by helping those affected. And that's who? Shareholders, owners. And they understand why they need to do this. And they understand where every penny needs to go. So everybody wins in the situation in the company. Okay. So secondly, I want to talk about allocating time. Okay. Time allocation is very, very important. The one way to allocate your time in the best way is to have a curated calendar or a very manicured calendar. This allows you to stay on target every day. It allows you to, support that business plan, life plan that we've talked about before. And if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't happen. And you have to stick to that calendar. It's been a key to my success and a key to many of my mentors' success to be able to be a multi-business owner like I am. you have to allocate your time. And the best way you can do that is by a very manicured calendar.
Hey, we all want to scale our business. Hey, I have the answer for you today to help you do that. If you're looking to scale from 5, 6, even 7 figures and beyond, book called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is type in growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and you can download the book for absolutely free. I hope the book helps you this year. Take your business to the next level. Again, go grab the book, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. I wish you the best and grow, scale, and win. That wraps up today's episode of SAB Sound Bites. We hope you've enjoyed the insights and ideas shared in today's conversation. If you found value in this episode, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, rate, and leave a review. Your feedback helps us bring you more content that matters. And of course, stay connected with us across all our social media channels for updates, tips, and more. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep growing. See you on the next episode of SAB Sound Bites, where big ideas come in small bites. Take care and keep making an impact.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God. It's beautiful.